Hey students, this is your hints video for lesson 3.1, which focuses on parallel lines cut by transversals. All right, so I just have a couple that I'm going to go over in the hints video. And number 15 is the first one. So we're going to find the measure of each angle and then explain our reasoning. So angle 1 over here, angle 1 will be 61 degrees, and one reason we can give is that it corresponds to the given angle, which is 61 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and put all of the angle numbers here because we're not necessarily going to solve these in order. I'm going to do angle 5 next. And I'm going to say that angle 5 is 119 degrees. And the reason that we know that is that it is supplementary to the given angle. Now that we've done angle 5, we can go back and do angle 2, which is also 119 degrees. And we know that because it corresponds, or is a corresponding angle to angle 5. So now that we know angle 5, we also know angle 2 because they are corresponding angles. Now we'll go ahead and do angle 7 and 4 kind of in the same way. We know that angle 7 is 119 because it is also supplementary to the given angle. And if angle 7 is supplementary to the given angle, now we can also do angle 4 is 119 degrees because it corresponds to angle 7. All right, next I'm going to go ahead and do angle 6, and I'm going to say that angle 6 is 61 degrees because it's vertical to the given angle. And once I know angle 6, I can say that angle 3 is also 61 degrees because it corresponds to angle 6. So you might need to do the same thing for 16 and 17. Don't necessarily try to do them in order, but find the angles that you can figure out in relationship to the given angle, and then see if you can find the other ones using some relationships between the angles that you already have figured out and the ones that you're looking for. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do 18 through 23. On your big ideas, these are multiple choice, so you're kind of looking for which statements might work. So first of all, number 18, we have if the measure of angle 1 is 124 degrees, then what's the measure of angle 4? And so we can look at this and say, well, 1 and 8 are corresponding angles, and 8 and 4 are supplementary, so therefore angle 4 must be 56 degrees. So we're looking at a corresponding relationship and then a supplementary relationship. Okay, our next problem tells us that if angle 2 right here is 48 degrees, then what's the measure of angle 3? So on this one, you have to kind of look at the different multiple choice options to see which one makes sense. There are several ways that you could find the measure of angle 3, but one of the options you're given is that 2 and 4 are alternate interior angles, and then 4 and 3 are supplementary, so therefore it must be 132 degrees for angle 3. All right, our next problem tells us that angle 4 is 55 degrees, so what's the measure of angle 2? Well, this one's a little bit easier because it's a direct relationship. They are alternate interior angles, so they must have the same measure of 55 degrees. All right, and then our next one gives us, let's see, angle 6, delete that, angle 6 is 120, so find the measure of angle 8. So again, that's a direct relationship. Those are alternate exterior angles, so it must be 120 degrees. And then our next one tells us, sorry, I'll see if I can erase these. Oops, it's not wanting to erase. All right, our next problem tells us that angle 7 is 50.5 degrees, so we're looking for the measure of angle 6. So again, there's multiple ways to get here, but one of the choices is to see that 7 and 5 are alternate exterior angles, and then 5 and 6 are supplementary. So therefore, we have 129.5 degrees for angle 6. And then our last problem, all right, and then the last one, we have the measure of angle 3 is 118.7. So one way we could find the measure of angle 2 is to recognize that 3 and 1 are alternate interior angles, and 1 and 2 are supplementary, so therefore we have 61.3 degrees.